to my YouTube channel. It is an absolutely glorious day where I am today. Well, I think most of the UK is beautiful today. It is, I think, around 17 degrees now, and I think we're on, yeah, it's 5 o'clock, 17 degrees, absolutely glorious, and it's going to be like this apparently all week, so I'm very, very excited. I've got a busy week. It is Easter holidays. Teddy is away for a couple of days, so I've got lots of time to myself, which has been very nice. He only went away yesterday, and already I got up this morning, did some work, went to the gym, did some more work, and I've just seems to have a lot more time than I usually do. So I thought what I'd do is, because we're having a big party here on Saturday, it's Karl's birthday, we're having a really big party, we're going to have a DJ, everything like that, and hopefully the weather stays as nice as it is now. It says it's going to be about 21 degrees, and I kind of want the outside because I think we're going to have a little bit of a, I want to take a marquee up, but I'd like the weather to stay so we can kind of be inside and outside, basically just be like it is now. So we haven't got any shrubs or any plants really around the garden, so I thought I would try and replant some little kind of shrubs by the front door to make that look a bit tidier. I'm not a gardener. I'll show you the garden. So we are really lucky, and we do have a really nice outdoor space. So we've got the area here, which is the pond. It's looking a bit low at the minute. It needs to rain, basically. This is our resident geese. They're quite friendly this year. They haven't usually been, previous years haven't been as friendly. So as you can see, haven't got many shrubs in the garden at all. Did have 2 plant pots just by the front door here, and yeah, they died obviously because they were sweet peas. They were sweet peas that were just there, and they lasted to last year. So I really need to kind of update this. Now this is the decking area. Not quite sure why this is plugged in. It is something to do with the pond, something that I don't really know that much about. So this, I've been to the garden centre. These are the 2 plant pots that did have sweet peas in and are looking very sorry for themselves. And then I've gone and got today a mixture of plants. There's lots in there, some from last year as well. I went to the garden centre. I got 2 lovely pink roses. There we go, just turn it around so you can see. So this is Pretty Polly Dwarf Patio Rose. Now I'll just go through as well some of the flowers that I've got. Now today I've got a mixture of sweet peas because I went to B&M Bargains, I'll be honest, and it was 3 for 2. A lot cheaper than my local garden centre. So I've got a mixture of sweet peas. I've got some phlox, Moody Blues I think that's called, foxglove mix, and a foxglove alba. I am a fan usually of just white and blue flowers, but I thought let's just get a mixture. I picked up these, I don't know why I picked up these a few weeks ago when I was at the range. So I've got 2 packed here, and then I got some peas from last year. Gonna leave that for now. Got some foxgloves, got some lavatera, onion. We're going to leave the veggies for now. I would like to have a veg patch at some point. Lobelia, we've got broccoli, staying over there. We've got sweet. Have we got any left of these? No sweet peas left, but we've got any of this colour left? Let's see. No sweet peas left at all in that colour, but we have got some sunflowers, and we've got some lobelia in a snowball colour gel. So this is what I'm, this is what I'm working with. So I know this isn't my usual content, but I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit, and we can try and do it together. This is the back bit as well, but if I just come around the back of the house, I will show you where we've got some. It's quite shaded over this side, and we never actually do anything over this side, really, particularly, as you can see. Lovely space, but haven't done anything with it. So where we've got this area here, which is actually all grass at the moment, I do think in time I would quite like to dig this up, depending on what the soil's like underneath it. I'm not sure if it's really clayey, if that's the word. I would like to possibly put like a veg patch there, but because like I'm not an avid gardener and I don't really know too much about gardening, I feel like I don't know if like that patch of grass or that land is kind of suitable for, obviously, to grow things there. Also, we have this area, which normally, this is obviously on the gable end of the house. We usually have sunflowers that go all the way up to the windows, which is very lovely. And then all the way over here, the only flowers that I've managed to keep alive, see if I can kind of run with you guys, get over there quickly. The only flowers I've managed to keep alive are these hydrangeas, I say keep alive, they're obviously dead at the minute, but they do grow back really nicely. So yeah, this is the view from this side. We've just had a fish food delivery, so it's all a bit messy there at the moment. But yeah, here's our geese, and they, I think we'll be having little goslings very, very soon. So yeah, that is, move you back so I'm not too close. That is a little intro to outside of the house. I think I'm going to replant the roses now, just so that's something. And then I'm going to start with potting whichever flowers. I might start with sweet peas, because I feel like I've done them before, so they're safe and I know how to do them. But just got all these to pop, to pop some soil in, and then to pop the little sweet pea seedlings in, and then I'll have a look and see if I can choose something else that maybe I'll be able to not kill. But yeah, let's crack on. I'm going to start with emptying all these yucky pots into here, and then I will repot the roses first. Lovely roses. The only issue is I can't find the watering can. This is the issue with having children, because they move things, so I don't know where he's put it. I'm going to have to find something, maybe just a jug instead. Let's make a start. Also, I honestly don't have much idea about gardening. Is it best to, can you keep soil that has been used before? I'm guessing you can, because is it more fertile? Mix 1 large spoonful in 4.5 millilitres of water. Soak the soil around the base, wet the leaves with a fine rose on a watering can. Feed every 2 weeks from early spring to late summer. Give this a whirl as well. I also had a shovel, and Teddy's moved that as well. So it looks like I'm going to have to get my hands dirty. It says in my roses to pop it in a really well watered pot, which I have, but it also says put some like manure in, and I haven't got manure, so I'm just going to see if I can put a bit of... People that are watching this that are gardeners are probably thinking, what the heck are you doing? But we live and learn, so I'm just going to do the next best thing. There's a lot of goose poo on the in the land, but I don't think that's probably the best bet. How do I loosen this? This is where you need gardening gloves, which again I do not have. Ooh. My mum always told me to like scrumple up the base a little bit. I hope this works. And this compost has been outside all winter as well, so it's probably going to get a load of bugs in it. Good job I'm not that fussed about bugs. I don't know why I'm bending over so much. I feel like if I move this up, that would help a lot. Note to self, need to buy some gardening gloves. Again, I did buy some last year, but they seem to have gone walkabout, as does most things. Now I know these won't flower by the weekend, but they look better than dead sweet peas. Geese have come for food. Come on then. Come and see what we're doing. I want to water them, to water the roses. Oh, let's pop this down. Do you want some food? Do you want me to get you some bread? Wait there then. Well, here we have, by the way, so you can see, 1 potted rose, very heavy, so I'm going to leave it there so I remember to water it. Come on then. Come on. Here you go. One of them, I think obviously the lady goose, is on the nest at the minute. I'm not sure which one's which because they've moved off it, but they're spending a lot of time there. Sorry, I think that was a bit big. They then poo everywhere. So before we have people over on the weekend, I'm going to have to jet wash. I'll be quick with this because I need to get on with my roses. Right, let's give it a big water. It says it has to be somewhere well lit as well, and this is a great place, especially with the glass. It gets really warm, like a sun trap. So let's leave that there. And we'll move on to the next one. Excuse me, that's not very polite, is it? I'll move on to the second rose and I'll show you when it's done. And then I think it's time for a glass of rosé. Right, so that is the roses done. I've got a big tin that I'm gonna just lay out all of these. I've got the Galaxy Mix, these ones. Latera, these ones I'm gonna put in the pot straight away. This is the Sweet Pea Patio Mix. Not a big fan, to be honest, of colours, but they'll flower quite easily. And then we've got the Lady Salisbury, which I do really like. I'm not sure how to do them, but we'll give it a go. Time to fill these now with all the compost. Here we are. Very lovely fingernails as well. So here they are all done. I have just popped the empty seed packet on each side, so I know that these are like those ones that require kind of canes up to 2/3, and then this one on the left here, this one is just a trailing one, these 8. So time to sprinkle some compost on top and then we're done. Finished sowing the sweet peas now. That is enough gardening for me for one day, especially coming from someone who doesn't garden. I am starving and the house is a tip, so I need to go and get some other jobs done. But I just thought I'd give you a little insight into something new, something that I don't do often. I massively look forward to seeing when the sweet peas will sprout. It says about 3 weeks' time, so I will keep you informed. Good morning. It is the morning of a very big birthday party today, and I'll be honest, it has been a stressful morning, stressful few hours, stressful week actually. I always feel like when you've got a party on, you think you've got loads of time. Got up early and I've been here, there and everywhere getting all the food. I'll just turn it around so you can see. This isn't all the food. This is just obviously some of the food. And then my friend's been over, setting the balloons up. If you can just see over there, I'll show you later. I've put a nice wall up of lots of pictures. We have a 50 sign. Obviously need to get rid of all the bits and bobs that are just kind of like surrounding the area. But yeah, this is how the table is going to be. Now these bowls, I actually really like them. I got them for like £2 each from TK Maxx. They do lots of this like Portuguese brand. I think it's called Casa. So I've got a couple of these because they're big. Obviously got my cake to go on here, which I'll show you shortly. TK Maxx also has some really gorgeous napkins. I wanted some kind of like boyish but not too boy. I know it's flowers but not kind of like screaming girly. And then these were also from TK Maxx, which I really like. I think these are only about, yeah, £6.99. Leaf plates. We've got another long platter. We've got loads of pizzas as well, which are obviously, as you can see, just on the side here. So we've got pizzas and like lots of just bits of picky food. We've asked everyone to bring a bottle. We have a bar set up outside. This is my cake so far. Just turn around so you can see. This is the cake. I'm gonna somehow pop this on it. I'm gonna decorate the top of the cake with these little candles. They were TK Maxx as well, and TK Maxx special, and Karl is. I'll just take you outside. I need to give the house a proper clean because it literally starts the party in 2 hours and I'm not even showered yet, as we can see. So this is the situ outside at the moment. We've got we've got chairs, tables. This is going to be the bar area. We've got, obviously, when people arrive, I want to do Prosecco or a beer. We've got a freezer here stocked full of stuff. And yeah, they're the balloons over there that you can see. So this is going to be a setup. And in this corner here, we're going to have a DJ that's arriving at 2. So I am going to jump in the shower now and get myself ready, and then I'll show you my outfit choices. So here's the finished cake. Shannon's done a really good job of the charcuterie board. I was like, I'm not the girl for charcuterie. I'm desserts, but not charcuterie boards. Finally, I'm ready. This is the outfit that I've gone with. So I'll actually put you over here so you can see it. It's my Lavish Alice dress, the new one. This is the vibe, and I'm finally ready. I feel like I haven't got any lip gloss on, but it's too late. People are already here. They've been here for half an hour. I've just come downstairs. This is what the table looks like. I'm really, really happy with it. I can't take all the credit, but I'm really happy with the table. It looks lovely. Obviously, this is the cake as well. This is, oh, my friend just put a picture of me and Karl up. Here's the flowers. Okay, lovely. This is the wall as well of Karl. So this is Teddy, my Teddy, our Teddy should I say, and this is his dad, and the same kind of style. This is all the pictures. So this is at the minute this is the setup. People have started arriving now. We have people over here, and then this is our lovely DJ Diapers, and then I'll just show you the front as well. This is the bar that we've got at the minute with the girls on the bar, and then this is the lovely 50. My friend Shannon did the 50, and she also did all these gorgeous balloons as well. So obviously my outfit matches the whole decor of the party, of course. Teddy's also in blue and white, Karl's in blue and white as well. So this is Karl's outfit of the day. We all match, come on. There we go, matchy matchy, matchy matchy. There we go, and Ted's wearing blue and white as well. How are we all? I am just about recovered from 2 days ago. So today is Monday, and yeah, I definitely wasn't in a good way to come and vlog yesterday, the day after the party. The house, let me tell you, was absolutely horrendous. So me and my friend Emma, who came to stay, she helped me tidy up the kitchen a little bit when everyone had left. A very small amount. By the way, my lips I think are blue because I've been eating cake and it had all blue icing on it. Yeah, so we did tidy up a little bit in the morning, at night when we went to bed, just before we went to bed. I think everyone left about 2 o'clock. And then basically yesterday I spent cleaning the floor. I've cleaned it once, hoovered again today, and then it needs another mop because it was that sticky and that bad. Luckily the house is full of tiles, so that is not too bad. But yeah, it took me all yesterday, and I went and picked Ted up yesterday, took him to the cinema last night, and then I've cleaned up again today. So I will actually show you, this is now all the glass that doesn't belong in like our normal glass cupboard. I bought all these glasses from Asda, so good for parties by the way. I think it was 6 for... Were they 50p a glass? I actually think they were 50p a glass for these big tumblers. Had these already in the garage, these tiny Proseccos. I've had these for years that only come out at parties. I store them back in the garage. And again, these kind of basic, obviously they're not the kind of really nice glasses that I drink from day to day, but for 50p a glass, these were Asda. Thought that was amazing. Obviously I showed you all my kind of nice tableware that I got, and then I don't know if I did actually show you this at the time, but this was £8 from TK Maxx as well, which I really liked. It was such a shame because as usual, as I'm sure you'll know yourselves, when you're planning a party, I wanted to do like, I really wanted to vlog kind of like getting ready, setting up, but it was just chaos. It always is, isn't it? Like I said, I got up at 7 on the day of the party. I've been planning the days before, and the time just gets away with you, doesn't it? So I didn't even have time really to be properly organised when everyone had arrived. But yeah, we've let me just turn this around so I can show you. This is the pile of, I'm guessing, alcohol that Karl got, all cars and bits and bobs like that. I have moved the beautiful balloons inside because they were on this corner, weren't they, outside. We've still got the bench up, and we've still got all the chairs that are just there. Obviously signage and stuff has gone away, but all this was just carnage. So we are kind of back to a nice situation. Obviously this kid's still playing, so while the holidays are still on, we're never gonna have a completely tidy house. But the dishwasher has been running non-stop for 2 days, and yeah, I feel like we've kind of slightly got a little bit of normality back. Like I said, I just need to hoover. No, I'm gonna clean, the floor once more, because it was so bad that I ended up just getting a mop, bleaching it, and then went over the hoover today when it was dry. And then yeah, just need to do the final bit of bin run. There's rubbish out there, I can see like piles of bottles. But all in all, absolutely great party, and it is Karl's actual birthday tomorrow. But we're having a very low-key day for that. I think he just wants to chill. So I think I might make a really nice beef Wellington, which I love a beef Wellington. So if I make it, I will share it with you with the recipe, because it's just fantastic. I think it's a Gordon Ramsay recipe. Anyway, I'll share with that tomorrow. But I just wanted to show you, whilst I'm in the vlogging zone, I actually bought for my dressing room some really cool, some storage space for shoes. And it's from Towne, and I'm going to show you now what I mean. So let me show you up here. So this is my dressing room at current. This is my side, which is actually incredibly neat. Normally it is not as clean as this, and this is Karl's side, sorry. I do actually need to do a heck of a lot of ironing, hence the huge gaps, because obviously with a party, all the normal housework gets left behind for party planning. So as I was saying, let me show you my new shoe pieces up here. Can we see how all my shoes are quite nicely like lined up? I have so many pairs of shoes. There we go. I'll just also have to say, you have to excuse the state of me. I haven't showered yet today. I know I look like I've died. I know I look very pale and pasty, but you know what? It's been a day of running around, taking Teddy here, there, everywhere, picking up his friends. It's Monday of the Easter holidays. I kind of took today off work. Need to get back to work tomorrow, but for clean up and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. This is it. So it's these little plastic shoe holders where you can actually adjust. So if I just take these off, I'll move you around so the light's a bit better this way. So I'll take this off, and this comes apart like so. So it comes with, I want to say, I think they were about £40 for 20 of these. So it can fit 20 pairs of shoes. I think that's correct. You might be able to get them cheaper, but they can have, like, obviously if you have trainers, they can go in like that, or there's like a high heel one where they go like so. Now I've only really got mainly high heels that I want to store, because I have got a lot of heels. So I just got this one. It took me a while, like I'm struggling now, to kind of get in the zone, because it just clips in the back like that. And then there we have it. So all my shoes now, because they were just shoved everywhere and it was like giving me stress just looking at it all. It was all carnage. Now I've popped all my fascinators at the very top, because I was doing a lot of races, reels and fashion inspo and things like that. I popped them away for a little bit, just to have a breather from the race day styling, so I don't think I'll be going to a race day for a while. But yeah, this is just the shoe thing that I just thought, how awesome is that? So then now, let's turn you around, so I can pop this back up here, like that, and then it's all super organised. While I'm up here as well, I will just talk you through properly my dress. I have shown you this before, by the way. I did a race day occasion wear fashion haul a few weeks ago. I posted it on my YouTube and this was included in it. It is from Lavish Alice. It's a beauty, isn't it? I really, really like this one. And yeah, it's just very, very pretty. It does actually come with, I've not even took the labels off. It is quite an expensive one at £228 and it's a halter neck. But I'll be honest, it's just a gorgeous dress. I felt like a real princess wearing this yesterday. Don't know if you noticed, on Saturday, get my days mixed up then. I don't know if you noticed that I actually got changed. I'm not sure what I videoed, but I definitely got changed. I think it was about 11 o'clock because the corset, I just had enough of the corset by then. So I went on to, because we all came inside, it got a bit colder. Probably about 9 o'clock, you know, the wind was really bad. The wind picked up quite a lot. And it got quite cold, so I felt like I'd come upstairs to the toilet and then I went downstairs and everyone was in the kitchen. But this was my second dress. Beautiful little number. I actually got this last year from a company called Azalea Atelier, and I got a size 8 in this, but they do some really pretty, both long and short dresses, and I like this one in particular because it's a zip-up one, but it's also got the corset here as well. So I do really like that one. That was the one that I wore for the evening. And yeah, it's Karl's birthday tomorrow. Very excited for him. Even though we're not doing anything, I just love a birthday, and Teddy loves to celebrate a birthday as well, so that will be lovely. I will show you what I bought him. And now I've not bought him loads because obviously I threw a party and that was extremely expensive and has took up, to be fair, quite a lot of my time. So I've got a card, picked up some wrapping paper before, and yeah, I got him a few little bits from Essentials, I think, and I got him something from Zara as well, so I'll just share that with you before I wrap it because he has just nipped out, so I'm going to wrap it now. So I got him an Essentials Fear of God hoodie, Prezi #1, just a nice white hoodie. I really like men in cream and white. I think it's really nice, especially when you've got a tan, and Karl is very tanned. And then the rest of the stuff, like I said, I got from Zara. So let's open this. I've just noticed again, I keep looking down and seeing blue on the floor, and because the cake had blue icing on, I think people have genuinely eaten cake, had icing on the fingers, and come and sat on the floor, or there's also icing all over the floor in the living room, so that's great. But that is what happens when you have a house party. And it wasn't actually, it was messy, but it wasn't kind of as destructive as parties can be, especially when there's kids running around. Okay, this is what I got. Two very similar things, I just couldn't decide because I love the colour. So I got both in medium, and these were both $29.99 each, I think, which I actually thought was really reasonable. So we've got a nice khaki, I actually think it's more of an olive, a nice olive jumper. There we go. With buttons on, nice little collar, and it doesn't have, it's just like a sleeve, elasticated sleeve. So I've got the one in green. I think I actually ordered these originally to go back, one of them to go back, but I've obviously kept them both now and it's too long. I got these a while ago, so it's too long to send them back. And I got one in cream as well. If I'm right, I think his other Zara things, let me see. Oh no, they're small, great. Well, let's hope that medium fits. So yeah, medium in these. And then I got him some Chelsea boots because he did say a while ago he wanted some smart boots for work and things like that. Ooh. And I thought these were really nice, and again, really reasonably priced. I want to say these were about £50, but I really like them. I feel like they look a lot more expensive than that, and I think they are real leather. Let me check. $55.99 they were, and they actually come, it says more colours online. They are so lovely for £55, and I really like the colour. It's like brown, but not like too vibrant of a brown, like obviously not a tan. Just a really lovely shoe. So yeah, that is his birthday presents. Like I said, oh, and they come in a nice bag. that is his birthday present, and I'm also going to go to the butcher's tomorrow and get a really nice piece of fillet, and then that's what I usually make the beef Wellington with, a gorgeous piece of fillet. I cook really small diced pieces of mushroom in like white wine butter and make a really nice mixture, and then I lay that on prosciutto ham, pop on the piece of fillet that's been seared, wrap it all up, and then you kind of put that in the fridge for a bit and then you pop it in the oven. So basically that is how I make a really good piece of beef Wellington, which we're going to have tomorrow. Why are you sneaking around? You can ask me something. Go on. Come on. Just ask me.
Just ask me. She won't get mad. Can we have a Mackey's?
Well, not just yet, because you can have some in a bit. I'll take you to McDonald's in maybe like an hour. You have only just had lunch.
How long are you staying for?
Well, like for ages. You can say you go home whenever.
Can I sleep?
Don't even have a sleepover. We've got Daddy's birthday tomorrow. We can have a sleepover at a different time.
Oh, was that his party? Noah's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Be right back. Ted's got his friends over and they're just asking for McDonald's, so there we are. Anyway, yeah, so beef Wellington is tomorrow, so I will go and get a nice piece of steak from the butcher's tomorrow. And I think that's it for now. I'm actually going to go and get like a really nice long bubble bath. I'm going to do all my skincare because I've got, oh, that's what I'll show you. I've got some really gorgeous new skincare. So Ren Skincare I got very kindly gifted as part of like a PR collab from them, but I've got to say this Ren product is my favourite anyway. So it's called the Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA or AHA Tonic. I just say AHA Tonic. So after cleansing I'll always put this on. I've actually ran out. This is probably the first tonic that I ever used and really liked. My sister had it, and when I go to my sister's I got to use all her stuff because she's a lot more into skincare, well used to be a lot more into skincare than I was, so big fan of that. And then I have used this and it's really nice. It's an overnight balm, overnight recovery balm, really soft, kind of melts in your hands. It says at night melt balm with fingertips and gently massage onto clean dry skin. Also got an oil cleanser. This I couldn't recommend enough. Now I've always used the Elemis cleansing balm and I do love that, but honestly this I feel like goes further. So you only need a tiny bit of this. It's like a gel. I'm actually going to put some on soon. It's literally, see a bit on the thing there, it's literally a gel. Put it over, I only put it over all my makeup, let it set for a little while. It says, you know, let it a few minutes and then rinse it off with a nice warm cloth and water, obviously. So I really recommend that. Now I haven't actually used this one yet. So this is called the Smooth Prep and Plump Essence. Haven't used this one yet, hence why it's still full. But it says apply 3 drops into your hands and gently pat onto cleansed face and neck in the morning and evening. So you'll have to let me know if you've used this before because I am new, not even opened it yet. But oh my goodness, it smells amazing. I'm new to that one. So, and also, while we're on skincare, I've had another delivery, so let's open it together. This is from, now I called it WELEDE, but I know I'm saying that wrong. I've used the green moisturiser before. WELEDE Skincare. They've just sent me this PR package. Here we are, lovely. Because I do use and have used a lot the moisturiser. I'm a big fan of their moisturiser. So let's see what is in the PR package. Ooh, look, wow, we've got some amazing pieces in here. So the thing that I usually use, WELEDE is this one. This is the one that I usually use. My friend introduced me to this, who is a super skincare fanatic, and yeah, I really like this one. I usually do get it from Boots. It's just a very rich intensive skincare for face and body. I was using this as my moisturizer of an evening because I felt like when I used it morning and night it sometimes makes me break out because it's very thick, but it is gorgeous. So we've got that one, which is the skincare, the Skin Food Rich Intensive Skincare for very dry and rough skin. And then we've got another one here, Skin Food Light. Now I'm guessing this is just a lighter version than the thick one. Let's have a look at the back and see if we can see a difference in ingredients. It will have a slight difference. I can't actually see it on here, but I'm guessing this is for very dry skin and rough skin. and this one is just for dry skin, so different kind of levels there. A nourishing cleansing balm, again fabulous. If honestly, I can't believe that I never used cleansing balms up to about 2 years ago when I was introduced to the Elemis one, and it's game changer now. Like, I love to put all that on my face when I've got makeup on, then take my makeup off that way, and then use obviously a cleanser. Use a cleanser to go on top and wash my face again. But this is a cleansing balm, so I haven't opened that obviously. We'll see what that looks like, and I'll give you a review on that one next time. And then what else have we got? We've got the Skin Food Ultralight Dry Oil. Here's the packaging of this one. Looks really nice. And I think with this type of thing, obviously it's an ultralight dry oil. I probably wouldn't wear that on top of makeup, but it's for the use for moisturising care for body and face, and a 2-phase spray. So I will let you know again how this one works out. And then, yeah, we've got lip balm. Fabulous. Some lip balm there. And we got another bit of Skin Food. Ooh, what is this? This is like maybe like a miniature Skin Food just to take on the go. Face and body, I think that's the exact same as this one, but in a miniature version. And I think these are tiny little sachets. Maybe when you want to go on holiday and you don't have much space in your bag, but you want to take a few of these. So I think that's actually a really good idea, rather than taking away like a whole bit cream. But yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you. Very excited to try all these products because, like I said, WELEDE, I'm a big fan of it after being introduced to the Skin Food. So I'll let you know how I get on. So like I said, I'm going to have a really gorgeous bath. I'm going to do all my skincare, wash my hair, put my dry, heatless rollers in. That's what I'm saying. Pop my heatless rollers in that I got off TikTok. I'll pop these in tonight with my nice big bonnet on. Come like this, there we go, just like this. I've got 3 of these and that's about it. Usually I do go over it with my rollers as well, but that will do for tonight. And then I feel like after the party, after drinking an excessive amount of alcohol, I'm feeling extremely unhealthy and puffy face. I'm ready to have my little glow up tomorrow. I can start filming some other bits of content and things like that. And obviously it's Karl's birthday, so we're going to spend the afternoon maybe going out together, and then I'm going to make the Beef Wellington. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good afternoon. I'm just about to leave to go to the butcher's and to go to Aldi to get all the ingredients for my Beef Wellington that I'm going to start cooking later this afternoon. But I just thought I'd come on quickly and show you this really beautiful, let me see if I can put it down a little bit so you can see it, beautiful dress that I got over the weekend from LIPSY. I love LIPSY dresses, as you'll know if you've followed me for a while now, and I really like this one because we've got the underskirt obviously, as we can see underneath, and then we've got this really nice kind of just really lightweight frilly material on the top, and the sleeves are elasticated here. Obviously we've got a bow there. This one does need to be tied, but I can't do that myself. And there's actually no zips on this at all. It's just elasticated under the bust, and then the back has absolutely no zips on. I'm not sure if I've taken the label out yet. No, I haven't taken it out yet, but there's no zips on it. It's just a really great kind of spring dress for chucking over your head when you want to look put together, but also kind of still, you know, look put together but be comfortable at the same time, which is kind of what I love basically, especially when I'm not in the mood to take ages to find an outfit but I still want to look really nice, I'd say. So yeah, big fan of this one, and I really like the colour in this really beautiful like limey, in between, not too bright, like a nice limey pastel colour green. But this is the ingredients I am going to have to go and get. So the recipe I follow is a good food recipe, and I'm going to get a really good piece of beef fillet from the local butchers. Need to get some mushrooms, we have butter, need some fresh thyme, we have lots of dry white wine left from the party, and I think we have some prosciutto as well, and then puff pastry of course for the top, and I think everything else I have in, so that I don't actually have to get too much stuff. But basically the mushrooms are made into this beautiful like duxelle. It's called a mushroom duxelle, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get the ingredients now, and then I will start cooking, and I will show you the finished article, and I might show you a few snippets as well whilst I'm cooking, and I will also add the recipe down in my description if you're interested in making it as well. And yes, it is Karl's birthday today, so we had a really lovely birthday morning. We opened lots of presents and he's working today and I've been working a bit this morning, so I've stopped now. It's just after lunchtime and I'm going to make some, yeah, that's the kind of thing. I'm going to have a nice afternoon. I'm going to cook a nice dinner and have a few glasses of red wine, of course. Hello, back from the butcher's and back from Aldi as well. I don't know if it's because it's half term, but oh my goodness me, Aldi was so busy and I saw so many people that I knew. Okay, so let's get cracking with this. I'm not going to film the entire thing because that will be incredibly boring for you, but this is the nice big piece of fillet that I've got from the butcher's. Alexa, volume 3. And I've got all the ingredients out. So first things first is, I think it's time for a glass of Prosecco. All my Prosecco glasses are still in the wash. So, we'll go with this one. I've put a mix of songs on. I'm a really big fan, by the way, of Bruce Springsteen. Don't know if I've told you this before. So I usually start with Bruce, and then a bit of Elvis came on, and now a bit of the Beach Boys have come on, so there we go. Right, let's get cracking. So here is the ingredients. First of all, we have to heat the oven, and we need to sit the beef fillet on a roasting tray, brush with olive oil, then roast for 15 minutes. It's going to be on 200 fan degrees, so I'm going to pop that in, and then when it's cooked you remove from the oven and you chill in the fridge for 20 minutes. So let's do that first, and then once the beef, I'll show you. Even though it's a Tuesday, I feel like, because it's Easter holidays and it's Karl's birthday, I do feel like it's weekend, it's kind of weekend vibe. So let's get this oven on to 200. We'll get a roasting tray. Let's get some olive oil in there. And then here is the premium bit of fillet, £40 later. I said, can I have enough please for 2 adults and a child? He tried to give me an extra 2 inches of what I actually got. I was like, that's definitely too much, because I know from last time how expensive it is. Because obviously you need a real big chunk. So this is the chunk. Obviously it's a very sizable piece of fillet. So I'm going to pop that in, which way? Pop that in that way. Like so. Get a load of oil on it. Loads and loads of oil. Brush with olive oil. Season with pepper. Not salt it says. Let's just pop pepper on. Let's get that all in. I really like the butcher's local to us in Standish. It's really nice, and the guys there that work there are really lovely as well. Right. Okay, let's get this in the oven, and then when I'm on to the next bit, I'll check in with you. I thought I'd make a start on the potatoes. Now, Teddy hates mash. Strange child. Teddy hates mash. And so we'll be doing chips for him. But then I also think when I'm doing a nice beef Wellington, I'll be honest, I do sometimes want half chips, half mash. So I'm going to do some chips and pop them in. I am actually going to part boil them, only ever so slightly. I don't usually when I'm doing fries. I'll just put them like that for now. I don't usually part boil chips. I just chuck them in with olive oil, but they do taste better and they have more of like you know, like a nice crispy, roasty kind of texture. Real nice crispy on the outside if you part boil them slightly. So I'm going to do a few chips, half mash, and then the rest of them, they can both go on to boil, and then we can chuck them in the oven, and obviously make mash with all the beautiful decadent stuff like butter and double cream. Delicious. Right, now olive oil is going in here with the butter. Gonna get it all really nice and hot. Then I'll add the mushrooms. Also, the chips are part boiled. The potatoes aren't quite part boiled, but chips are definitely ready to get out. There they go. They can sit nicely on there for a little bit. I'm going to wrap the steak up now and pop it in the fridge so it cools a bit quicker. Now it's actually cooled down. Right, so steak now is chilling in the fridge. The butter is melting. You can never have too much butter or olive oil in my opinion. Make sure we pulse it, by the way, because if we don't pulse it, it might turn to slush. But because I've used chestnut mushrooms, which are quite hard, they don't tend to slush. So we'll, fingers crossed. It's just so much easier than chopping it into tiny pieces. Okay, we're going to get this into a really nice, lovely, thick, I wouldn't say sauce, what would you call it? It's going to reduce and kind of get all nice and soft, and then when that happens, I'm going to add in the white wine that I've got over there, and I'm going to let that settle for another 10 minutes. This is what we're looking like right about now, and I also forgot as well, I'm going to add a few sprigs of thyme. That is looking nice. So what I'm going to do now is add some white wine. Big glug. Salt and pepper. Turn up the heat. I'm going to reduce this now. And then once this is super reduced, we can get the steak out and we can start laying out the prosciutto. Oh, it smells so good. And then what we're going to do now, I'm going to lay this out. So we're going to do some prosciutto ham here, and then overlap it. We're going to do some prosciutto here to about here. So then when we place the big piece of meat on it, we can layer on top with a mushroom, and then we can twizzle it all up. Just watch and see. I'm meant to, I think for the piece of meat that we have, that will be absolutely okay. Oh, it's looking very good. So here is the chilled beef. We're going to pop it on here. That is definitely enough. That is definitely enough. I'm going to pop it in the fridge a little bit longer, just whilst the mushrooms aren't quite ready. And then when the mushrooms are ready, we can put it all together. Let's give it a good go. I'm going to spread this on now to here. I'm going to discard the sprigs though first. Take them out. We don't need the sprigs in. This is going to taste absolutely fantastic. Now for the fun part. I'm going to get the beef and we're going to pop it on. Do we put it that way or do we put it that way? I think let's pop it that way. Discard of that. Okay, now this is the tricky part. We have to wrap it. So I'm going to wrap this around like so. And then I'm going to wrap this around like so as well. And do it really tight. And then wrap it up on either side and twist. Going to hold all that juice in, because what we're going to do after this, going to twist it like so. It's going to be super, super tight. And then this here, now this is going to set in the fridge for a while, ready for the pastry. Okay, so while the steak is now chilling in the fridge, I'm going to roll out the puff pastry. So usually I cut it into thirds because, as in 2/3 I lay flat with some flour. I'm just going to give this a clean as well. Pop some flour on top, and then 2/3 I will cut and keep on the side. I'll show you what I mean, to pop on the steak. And then I will use the other third to pop it on top, using usually milk or egg yolk to stick it. I'll show you what I mean. Also, keep this out of the fridge, otherwise it gets sticky and won't unroll. Okay, 2/3 about here. Slice that like so. Okay, let's get it out. I usually, to be honest, will use milk for the sticking of the edges, and then I'll use an egg, a yolk of an egg, to wash the top. So it doesn't matter if this looks a little bit messy, which it will do, as long as it's kind of all nicely stuck in. So let's pop that on like that. There we go. discard of this. So then we're going to get some milk and pop it. Can't find the brush, so I'm actually going to use my fingers, which is fine. There's quite a lot of pastry here. Usually I have a bigger piece of steak. There we go. Use your hands to pull it down into place, like so. Then we can fold these in and press it nicely. Fold this side as well. My hair out of the way. Still on? Yeah. And then we can also fold it in like this. Perfect. Then usually what I do, just to neaten it off slightly and make it quite cute, is I'll just make the edges like that, and any excess I will make like a little heart. Right, I'm going to pop that on now, and then I'm going to put this in the fridge, and then just before I put this in the oven, I'm going to egg wash it. Okay, egg yolk is on, and now it's going to go in the oven for, it's 20 minutes for medium rare, but it's 30 minutes if you don't like it medium rare, but we like it rare, so it's going to go in. This is the final thing. I'm going to do the mash now as well. Chips are already in. I'm going to pop the carrots in as well, and then we can enjoy the beef Wellington for dinner.